Hello guys, Sophia here, and today's video I'm going to be sharing with you the things you are doing with your hair that is causing it to break and not grow as it should, and telling you the thing you should be doing to promote your hair growth. And if you're new to the channel, you can subscribe for more hair tips and protective styling. The first thing you are doing all wrong is braiding your hairline. See, our hairlines are very vulnerable. They are the weaker parts of our hair. These parts of our hair are very weak, so any amount of pressure, how small the pressure is, it's going to cause the hair to come out. So you see a lot of people with alopecia. I used to have it. I used to have the alopecia, but after I've realized that I was doing it wrongly, I stopped, and now my hair is growing. So when you are braiding your hair, tell your hairdresser not to braid your front line. You can just brush it on when you are leaving the house and it still look nice. So the second thing you are doing all wrong is long braids. Long braids are nice, they are really nice, but then braiding long up to your back or even to your knee, you are going to be forced to hold it sometimes. It's not every day that you want to be going with that kind of long hair. You want to hold it, and in holding it you are going to put a lot of pressure on your scalp, and this is going to put your hair in a very vulnerable position, and your hair is going to break when you are braiding this long braid. This sometimes with the long braid, when you want to sit down, you're unconscious of yourself. When you sit down, you sit on the braid and it pulls your hair back. Those things will make your hair break when you are unbraiding the hair. The third thing you are doing all wrong is combing your hair when it's wet. Because of the volume of the hair, a lot of people are forced to comb the hair when it's wet, because at that position, at that situation, it's not so painful. But that is what you are doing wrong. When your hair is wet here, I don't mean you spraying it and combing it. I mean after washing and there's water dripping out of the hair and you are combing it, you're putting a lot of pressure on it, and that pressure is going to cause the hair to break. So it's better you dry it off before you, and don't dry it or to be too dry. Combing dry hair can break your hair. So don't comb your hair when it's too wet, and don't comb it when it's too dry. The fourth one is excessive heat. Unless your hair is a low porosity hair, I'm going to be teaching you what low porosity hair and high porosity hair is in my subsequent video, but in this video let's just focus on the main topic. If your hair is low porosity hair, then you need heat. But if it's not low porosity hair, you don't need heat on your hair. I repeat, you don't need heat. Heat is going to damage your hair totally. I didn't know this first. I had low porosity hair. I heard people saying don't use heat on your natural hair, don't use heat on your natural hair, so I don't use heat until I got to know that, oh, my hair is low porosity and I need more heat. If you're not in that situation, you have a normal hair with high porosity, please, or medium, please don't use heat on your hair. Heat is going to break your hair. Heat, I mean, I didn't make steaming it, I mean using hair dryer to dry it. You can use other methods to dry your hair, like the African braid. I don't know how they, although I don't go like the braid, the long braid, you see it on the screen. 5 is putting pressure on your hair. You see, sometimes you just want to look so superb that we do some hairstyle that put pressure on our front hair. Apart from braiding the front line, there are other styles that put pressure on our front hair, like pony. This is common with people doing natural hair. They want to hold the whole hair pony here, and when you are pulling the whole hair here, you should know that the back, you are taking it back, so there's no pressure at the back. You're putting pressure at your ones in front, pulling them back, and this is going to cause your hair to break. I used to do this, but after I've realized that this has been breaking my hair, I've stopped that and I've seen a lot of improvement. But this thing is braiding tiny braids. You know, they are nice. Tiny braids are nice, and I am always I'm tempted to braid it, but then when I think about my hair situation, my hair is very delicate and it can break at any moment. It's just like an egg, so I have to hold it like a baby. So if you like tiny braid, I mean very tiny, and we are braiding it. Remember, the hairdresser is not going to braid it, or she's going to tighten it so it can look nicer. And the last one is using every hair growth product. So when you're on the internet, you see this one, you see this hair growth product, and people are testifying that it works. It's really worked for me. Some people are showing their pictures. They even go to the extent of showing their WhatsApp pictures and WhatsApp messaging, showing that the customer has sent feedback that the thing is good, is growing the hair. Stay away from such product. I'm not saying you shouldn't buy any hair product. If you cannot do your own shampoo like I do my own shampoo. If you cannot do your own shampoo or conditioner, just look for one hair product that you are sure of and use it, and stop using all the hair products. We all have different kind of hair. This could work for me, but it might not work for you. This can work for somebody and might not work for you. Something can work for your mother and might not work for you. So don't use all the hair products. Just look for one that you trust and use that one for as long as you can. If it's not working, then you change it to another one. Don't buy all of them together and be using it small. Like when you take this small, you take this small, you are wasting your money and damaging your hair too in the process. People don't have just one hair product for their hair. When they hear that this one is making this person's hair grow, they buy. When surfing the internet and they see something that they see a product that somebody said, oh, I've used it and it has really grown my hair, they buy. Stop buying all sorts of hair growth products. Just look for one. If you cannot do any for yourself, if you cannot do it yourself, just buy one that you trust. And when you're going to buy it, take your time and check all the contents, check everything that is used to make that product before you buy it, and know the type of hair you have before you buy the product. Not every product works for all hair types. First know the type of your hair, then know the type of product that works for your hair. Don't buy all the hair products and use them and think that your hair is going to grow. It's just going to damage your hair. First, you are wasting your money, and secondly, you are damaging your hair. So when you through the internet and people are saying this hair product worked for me, this worked for me, this worked for me, this with their testimony, don't be moved. Wait, know your hair type, then know the product that is good for your hair type. In my subsequent video, I'm going to be sharing with you some products that work with all hair types, and they are actually things that you can do yourself in the house and save yourself some cost. So until I see you guys in my next video with another tip or another protective hair styling, if you're familiar with any of the things I said, if you actually used to do them or you are still doing them, let me know in the comment section. Bye.